Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. I'm now going to take you to the post game right after the Leafs lost to the Dallas Stars 6-5. Next game is Wednesday, our final regular season game of the year. And then we start back in October. We're not going to the playoffs this year. But you will hear a lot of playoff action from me when they do the Raptors playoffs, because the Raptors playoffs begin Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Game one between the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland. So I'll have all the Raptors highlights for you starting Saturday. But right now, let's get into the post game with the coach and the players. Enjoy.
What was that moment like when Joe Bowen got the ovation here tonight?
Yeah, extremely special. Couldn't be more well deserved. Obviously, he'll be in Leafs lore for forever, really. So, obviously, a major contributor to the club and to the fan base for an extremely long time. And I've been fortunate to be a part of it as a kid, and then obviously as a player. So, really special.
Yeah, you brought out another Johnny Toronto call here tonight. What is it like to have that kind of special call for yourself?
Yeah, it's surreal. I mean, you grow up dreaming about the National Hockey League and follow the Leafs, and hear him call so many games, and Holy Mackinac, and obviously countless others. So for him to give one to me over the course of my time here has been surreal.
John, how do you approach a game that obviously you guys want to win, but most of your fan base, quite frankly, probably wants you to lose?
I approach each game the same. So there should be an extremely amount of pride to play in this league, to play this game, and to wear the crest that we're wearing. So I try to approach each game the same, no matter the circumstances, the challenges, the spot you're in. Go out there to compete as best you can, play at the highest level I can, help the team win. That's always the focus, no matter what.
What did this last home game of this particular season feel like for you, John?
Well, I mean, it's tough because when it's the last home game, it's not a good sign. So I think in some ways tough coming in today, knowing this was the last routine you're going through, opportunity to go play in front of your fans, and so in some ways it's difficult, but you try to go out there and put your best foot forward. Unfortunately, it was some of the same for us today.
What was it like to see Cabela get his first?
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, he's been phenomenal. I think the energy he plays the game with, obviously the speed and tenacity he shows out there. And I think the valuable experience he's getting from the extended opportunity here he's had, going to really learn a lot, I think, about how he can grow and impact the game, and what the league's all about, and what the grind's like, and night to night, and the challenges you face. And he's worked real hard and had a tremendous attitude. Great kid. So always extremely happy to see someone get there first. It's a dream come true.
How badly did you
the
want
season that Morgan's wanted to have, but what has he meant to this group? What's he meant to you since you've been in Toronto, John?
He's one of the most selfless teammates I've ever had. I think the way he handles himself day to day, the way he puts the team first, and how much he cares about each and every individual. And you talk about, I think, the level of hockey he's played for an extended period of time. So I think for everyone, where we're at this season, I think that it's pretty obvious everyone's got to look themselves in the mirror, and we have to be a whole lot better. I mean, we didn't come close to where we wanted to get to, so that's on everyone. So I know he's the first guy to put his hand in the air, saying, I gotta be better. I gotta find ways to improve my game, and especially as a leader, to continue to push forward and find ways to push the group to where we need it to go.
How much did you want this one for Arthur tonight?
Pardon?
How much did you want this for your goalie?
Yeah, I think you want it for a lot of reasons. So it's just we make some of the same mistakes. We get off to a much better start, which has been difficult for us lately, and we have a sloppy second period, and then do a really good job to start the third, and then a really sloppy finish to the game. So really unfortunate.
What's it mean to you to play in every game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a better question on Wednesday, but I just try to prepare the best I can, play at a high level, compete at a high level, and obviously do everything I can to be durable and be consistent and you want to play every game. That's what you work all off season for. That's what you wait every day for, is the ability to wake up and get to go compete and play in this league. And obviously, injuries happen at times, but you do everything you can to put yourself in the best spot each and every day.
Great to see Joe Bowen honored in that way tonight.
He's the man. I'm really happy for him and his family. What a career. For one of the first people that comes to mind when you think of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it's unfortunate that this is the year he had to go out on, but I wish him the best and absolutely love Joe. So special guy, and like I said, he's one of the first names that comes to mind when you think of this whole organization.
What was it like, I guess, seeing him when you were younger around here? Do you have any memories that kind of pop out about him?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, my whole life I've known Joe, so had a nice chat with him this morning, which was pretty cool. It's great to see him up top there get emotional like that. Obviously, this fan base loves him. We all love him as players, and we're very lucky to be able to play in games that he calls. He's just an unbelievable human being. So we're going to miss him a lot, but really happy for him.
Tough night, Max, but when you see a silver lining like Jacob Quillen scored his first,
Yeah.
what does that do for you and maybe your group?
Yeah, I think it gives the group juice. Even Bergie there playing his first game, I thought he was great. It puts things in perspective, right? That's what it's all about. You get to see a guy prepare for his first NHL game and see the smile on his face, and then to see Q score his first goal. And I mean, there's not many better feelings than that. When you work your whole life, family makes all those sacrifices. So both great kids, and they were awesome tonight. So was Billy.
You spent some time on the other side there. What does Dallas do right? What do you think the best thing is with that organization?
I was super fortunate to play there for a short time, but had obviously a great run. I got to play with some amazing veterans, guys that are still there like Jimmy Benn, but Joe Pavelski was there, Ryan Suter was there, and I think everyone just buys in, right? It's pretty remarkable. They come at you in waves. Got everyone going 18, 19 minutes kind of thing, and they roll 4 lines. So, it's a different hero every night over there, and I think that translates directly into the playoffs. And they're a good team, and ultimately they got a great goaltender and good back end too. So it's they're going to be dangerous in the playoffs for sure.
Max, what did this last home game of this particular season feel like for you?
It's I think with the whole Joe Bowen thing, that was really cool, really special. Obviously, Q scoring his first goal. I mean, those are the stuff you take out of that, and it would have been nice to get our fans that 2 points at the end there. We tried, came up a little bit short, but we appreciate their support all year, and we're grateful for it, and it's a great place to play.
Morgan's the longest-serving Leaf, Max. What does he mean to this group, this organization?
He's awesome. He's been playing really good hockey lately too. So, Mo's been here since day one. He's a brother to us all, and I absolutely love Morgan Riley.
It sounds like John's going to play in all 82 this year at age 30.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
What has stood out to you about his just preparation, the way he goes about that?
Yeah, John's, he's a true professional. I think we've talked about it over and over again, but it's not easy to do to play that many games, especially when you lug that many minutes, you're in front of the net, eating cross checks on the power play like he does. So for him to stay healthy and be a big part of this group has been awesome, and hopefully we can keep doing it next year.
What did it feel like to score in the NHL?
It was pretty cool. I kind of blacked out a little bit. I got a little nervous that I was gonna get called a kicking, but it was just kind of put my hands up in the air, and I don't know, it felt good.
Is that how you dreamt it?
No, definitely not.
What's the story you're going to tell your grandkids?
Probably that one, honestly. Yeah, it was good.
What was your reaction on the bench? What were the guys saying?
All the guys were pumped for me. It's a really good group, so they make me feel right at home. So it was a special moment for sure.
Where's the puck going?
Puck going? Maybe I'll put it in my grandfather's room or something. Yeah.
What do you think this stretch of games has done for your development, just being here on a daily basis?
I'm just learning a lot, how to play at this level and, get acclimated and, and hopefully, make the team next year and, just get those reps and, try to get better.
Is there anything that stood out in terms of what you've learned?
Just the just the level of play, honestly, and how good guys are, getting control of the puck, and honestly, you gotta be a little more patient, defensively and stuff like that, and yeah, I learned a lot.
Season's kind of winding down. Were you kind of thinking about a goal and wanting to get one at all?
Yeah, honestly, it's been like 20-something games without a goal, so it felt good to get down for sure.
What's it been like to be in a game with so many rookies tonight?
Yeah, it's good. Those guys deserve to get games, and after the season's over, we'll hopefully make a good run with the Marlies.
What have you appreciated about Tavares and the way he goes about business? What do you notice about how he prepares and puts himself in a position to play in all 82 games this season?
Yeah, he takes care of his body so well, and the way he prepares for games. I looked up to him since I was a kid, very young, and just to see it now live is amazing. And he gifted the boys some red light thing, so it's good to add that to the routine. And yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, you use it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's helpful. You like
Yeah.
it? Okay. What was that moment where they honored Joe Bowen like for you?
Yeah, I mean, that was very special. Everything that he's meant to the Toronto Maple Leafs over all the years he's been here. I mean, just an incredible, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, it was an awesome moment out there on the ice.
Morgan was remembering he was on the plane back in the early days. Do you have a favorite moment of either his calls or just been around him?
I think just, the calls over the years, that, especially the one in playoffs. I think when Johnny scored was one that I remember.
How about Jacob Quillen? I mean, on a night, it's kind of tough. Everybody understands that. But to see a guy get his first, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's a special moment for him, and so happy for him. He's been working, so hard his entire career to get here, and it gives you flashbacks of your own goal and the feeling. And I'm really happy for him, and hopefully he's feeling really good about himself today.
What do you remember about your first goal? He said he blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was also worried it would be called kicking in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great play, going to the net and getting it in there. My first goal, just off a face-off and shot it. I think it was against Ottawa.
William, what did this last home game of this particular season feel like for you?
Yeah, I think it was a fun game maybe for the fans to watch, but it's tough ending a season like this. Like I've said before, I haven't been in this position. So just going to the summer and be ready to have a big season next year.
What would you say to the fans that have showed up and supported you through a tough year this year?
Yeah, obviously incredible, support, and everybody, the fans, the players, everybody's on the same boat. Everybody here wants to win, and especially the ones that support us every night and keep the positivity. Walking out, throughout the past few games, so many people have been super positive. That's what we're going to need to come back better and united for next season.
Any interest in playing for Sweden at the Worlds?
I haven't really given too much thought about it yet. So take that in a little while.
Happy for Jacob getting his first?
Yeah, it was always excited for that, and see the young guys. It's fun for them to get in their first NHL goal.
What have you thought, generally speaking, of the Marlies call-ups that you've had?
They do some good things. They're not bad. They're like, it's a lot for them, right? It's a lot for the young goalie, coming into the NHL too, and now you're facing NHL shooters, and you really got to do a good job of being composed in net and tracking the puck and all that stuff. So there's mistakes, but they're working, they're trying. I thought Villeneuve had another good game. I was happy with Villeneuve's game tonight.
What was that moment like when they honored Joe Bowen?
Yeah, that's great. I was very happy for Joe and the Leaf fans and everybody in the building. It's a big deal.
The other end of the spectrum, presuming he plays on Wednesday, but Tavares will have played in all 82 games for a guy at his age. What do you make of that?
Well, impressive. I talk about him all the time with you guys, his preparation and work ethic, and it's the same every day, every practice, every game. You know, and when things aren't going well, he works his way out of it. He's a great pro. Been a great pro his whole career.
Craig, what did this last home game of this particular season feel like for you?
For me? Well, I was disappointed. We get a 3-0 lead, and then we give it back to them that quickly in the second period just on mistakes. Like coverage, they're right there, but we're not close enough and different things. So, it's disappointing on my end for sure. We talked about getting a win here tonight, and, it would have been nice, but didn't happen.
Despite the loss, obviously the salute at the end, some cheers. Like, what do you make of the support you've gotten, even though things haven't gone the way that...
What do I make of what?
The support you've gotten.
The support in Toronto's fabulous. It's been fabulous for, as long as I can remember. And it's going to continue to be fabulous. It's a great hockey market. It's a great sports town. Fans are awesome here. I talk about it all the time. This is a special place.